Welcome back to GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley. Roses are red, violets are blue, and this is the Zoom A2.1U. The A2.1U is an acoustic guitar multi-effect pedal. It specializes in a bunch of different EQ settings that will make your acoustic guitar sound like other acoustic instruments, other acoustic guitars like dobros and nylon string guitars. And also has a lot of reverbs and other ambient effects like choruses and other stuff like that built in. There is an expression pedal which can control your volume, it can control your wet-dry mix. There is also a wah-wah pedal on board. It's mono quarter-inch input, mono quarter-inch output. There is also a balanced XLR output. You can run directly to the board with this thing. And there is also a USB jack because this can be used as an audio interface for your computer. It comes with Cubase LE, so you can use this to record directly to your computer. We're going to be running out of the balanced line out directly into our recording medium and playing through a bunch of the presets to kind of get an idea of what this pedal can do. All right, we've got our Zoom A2 hooked up to our Washburn D10 SCE, acoustic electric. Here's our dry tone. As you can see, when the Zoom pedals are in bypass mode, it engages. Let's just turn the effect on now and listen to the first effect. A0, actually all of the effects in the A bank, basically just give you an idea of the different modeled guitar types. This first tone is supposed to model a Martin D28. The next one is a J200. Let's hear how that changes the sound. Gibson's Jumbo. Let's move on to A4, which is supposed to be simulating one of those round-backed ovations. It's called the Adamas. A6 is nylon string. Just change the tone. I don't know if that sounds exactly like a nylon. A8 is a dobro. So you can play some good slide with that. Let's move on to effects section B. These are the reverbs and the choruses. This first one is basically just symphony. Now you'll see that the light next to the expression pedal here changed. All those first settings, the expression pedal control the volume. This one actually controls the chorus ensemble mix, which is the chorus effect. Let's take it out for right now by pushing all the way down to the Zoom pedal here. It's actually still in a little bit. If you step on the front of the pedal hard, it's blinking, so you've got that specific effect bypassed, but you can still hear the reverb. Let's turn the chorusing effect on in this bank. And you can control the mix. Kind of cool. Just added flexibility there with that pedal. Let's move along here to, there's a flanger built in here. It's B4. Here's the flanger sound. Control the mix with the pedal. Gets pretty detuned when the pedal's just like 40% engaged. pretty quickly. There's also a 12-string emulator at B9. Let's listen to that. Okay, pretty intense reverb going on in that one. Let's move on to the C section. Now, this is the section that's supposed to emulate sort of signature acoustic guitar tones that you've probably heard in recordings before. For example, this first C0 it's called the Ry Cooder tone. The description is it's the slide sound, such as played by Ry Cooder on the soundtrack for Paris, Texas. I don't have a slide with me right now, but you can see how it kind of changes the sound and a different reverb. Okay, C4 is called Tears, which is their Eric Clapton Unplugged. Why don't we just play a little Tears? Okay. You know what? Let's just move on to our last bank here. The D bank, it's called the variation bank. D0 is a phaser. You can see we control our effect mix again with the control pedal. Kind of cool. D1, now we've got a wah-wah and a multi-tab fill. Although, actually, this pedal does not control the wah-wah, it controls the multi-tap mix. It's an auto-wah. So if we can turn this off. Now here's the multi-tap. It's kind of a weird pattern on that multi. All right. Let's move on to, this is a sort of more traditional multi-tap at D3. It's called Stepping Stones. You hear that step sequencer in there? Kind of cool. Now let's just listen to one. There's a tremolo in here. Let's just listen to one more here. Well, D4 is a standard wah-wah where this actually controls the wah. Now, if you don't like the how this particular expression pedal feels, there is an input for an additional expression pedal, and then you can actually have sort of foot control over two different parameters at one time with this pedal, which is kind of nice. So this pedal is powered either by the included 9-volt power supply, or it takes 4 AA batteries. It retails for about $150, and it tastes like peppermint. You've been watching GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley.